All right. Hey guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to another episode of the Scenic Route, Volume 2, Exploring Botania. How are you guys doing today? I am CryinMo, of course, and we are here in the modded world here. And we're going to have some fun today. We're going to do some stuff with Botania, and we are going to stop eating. So the little guys there, you see that they eat... the mobs can eat dropped food. So if you drop some seeds on the ground, they can eat them. So that actually will come in very handy for doing an automatic AFK-able, fully automatic cow farm or sheep farm or anything like that, really, actually. So yeah, I'm just picking up some of the... We haven't harvested out here in a while. I threw some more chests out here and stuff. I found something that was pretty interesting when I was roaming the world. I actually went out... I went and found a second stronghold because I wanted to, I just wanted to get more books, more enchanted books out of the library because obviously there are loot tables. The enchanted books are OP and we can get a bunch. And part of that's because of what we're going to do today. Apparently there's an enchanting mechanic we can do that, or a device we can make that will allow us to copy enchanted books, essentially, which I think is pretty rad because out of all these crazy, all the chests I found and everything in this world, all the crazy loot tables and all that stuff, I've literally only found 2 Silk Touch books, and of course I haven't done any training with villagers or anything like that. So I went out to look for another stronghold, and I found one, and I found something pretty crazy. I mean, not super crazy, just very cool. I don't know what it's from. I don't know which mod does it, but I went out to the area, and the area with the stronghold turns out to be literally surrounded by roguelike dungeons. 3 of them. They're probably connected all underground because they're so close together. And then over by the little village that was next to the one roguelike dungeon, I found this crazy array of fireworks. Like, what is this? I don't know if this is from Quark, or I don't actually know what this is from. I don't recall seeing it listed in anything for Quark. I don't know if it's in Botania. But I mean, look at that. 6 dispensers, and each dispenser is just chock full of just a crazy amount of like crazy custom fireworks. I want to fire them. I want to launch them. But anyway, I saved it here in the maps, in the journey maps, so we'll be able to come back and check it out because I didn't have enough inventory room to bring back any of those fireworks, with all the enchanted books. And I actually carved out all the bookcases that were in that stronghold because I wanted to have a nice supply of books back here. So we're going to do some enchanting today. We're going to do some rune making today, which has some of the coolest animations I've seen. It's so rad. And I'm kind of figuring more things out. Look at this. So while we start work today, let's I think I've got more hydrangeas, but I think I got to make some more so that this starts to fill up more because I realize we just need mass amounts of mana before we do anything with it. So let's see what we got here. So look at that. I mean, these are just so, and this, I had 12 hydrangeas going for an hour, and they didn't really add much. They probably doubled all of this, so meaning we'll only add like another third. But this is the Runic Alter, this thing here, which is what we're going to do some crazy stuff. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to show it to you guys. It's definitely magic, and the magic animation is really cool. Oh, I did find out that this is how you get... let's do that, and you plant 1 petal of the color flower you want, and then use regular bone meal, and it grows a double tall. Now, if we mine the double tall like that, they just disappear. You have to use shears in order to harvest the double tall flowers, but that means 1 petal will net us 3 petals, right? Because there's going to be 4 in here. There's 2 flowers in each one. So 2 flowers, 1 flower gives us 2 petals. We know math. All right. So that works pretty well. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing awesome. And I hope things have been going well for you in your lives and everything. Things have been going here pretty awesome. As you guys know from some of the previous videos, I was complaining about too much work, which you should never complain about. never complain about too much work, because someday the work won't be there, and then you'll be like, I don't have any work, no money. But, you know, sometimes too much work is too much too. All right, check this out. This is one bug I found. Yeah, check it out. So it says right click with an empty hand to add back the last recipe, which means it should allow me to just right click with an empty hand, right? Here's an empty hand. There's me right clicking. Doesn't do anything whether I put this stuff, you know, in the dead inventory or in the toolbar. It just doesn't add back the recipe. So anyway, I've got to do these by hand. So I'm going to make a bunch of these, and then we'll go populate them over there and get our stuff, and then we'll get to work doing some other new fun stuff. All right, well, one of the ingredients I had to make that we need for one of these runes is a cake. And I don't have any milk, so I had some cows I'd set aside here. They were a little ways away, so let me, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and move them all over, and then we can, I guess we'll start we could start our cow farm, etc. And then, you know, I can get some milk. I had to make this little bridge here just to, I just wanted to, I couldn't, nope, you guys can't jump over that. That's a wood wall right there. No jumping for you. It's the same as a wood fence, but better looking, maybe. So I just made this little trough here. Okay, well, I'll jump down in here. All of you can all fit in here. Come on. Nope. Get in here. I know it's small. Get in there. Get in there. No. Jeez. There we go. And guess what? I'm gonna breed them up some more. Okay. So the one bad thing about this forest, these super cool trees that are here, super tall, I guess there's no way for me to grow these. If I chop one down, they just drop oak saplings. There's nothing special about the saplings, and when you grow oak trees here, they don't grow those super big tall trees. They just grow regular oak trees. So that's why it's made me a little bit wary of taking trees out from there. All right, so I'm going to replace a couple of these flowers. They've used up their hour or so. I've actually replaced a couple other ones too. Oh, look at them. They turn into these guys, and then they disappear into sticks. So let's grab a book so we can have the recipes, and let's see what we're going to make here. So we're going to go back a little bit because I think I'm going to make doubles, some more of the very first ones. So we need mana steel, mana powder, fishing rod, sugar, and bone meal. Sugar cane and bone meal. So what we do is we throw these on there. So we got to put, they all got to go down into our thing. I don't think we can click on them. So check this out. So we toss what? There we go. See, it's hovering. All right, very good. And then throw that one. There we go. We've got 2 items hovering. Let's do this. Ready? There goes the fishing rod. Let's throw one of these. Okay, and then we need the last one, which is, what is the last one? One of these. Sugar cane. Here we go. We throw that on there. Okay, I guess apparently you gotta make sure it goes on top of the altar. All right. So we get sort of an audio thing. I thought we were gonna get a visual. Why is there no visuals going on? All right, so maybe I figured this out. I think maybe this is in the wrong spot. I think maybe it says it has to be adjacent, so maybe we can do, there we go. It has to literally be touching in the block next to this. Okay, well now we got everything. So there you can see the little green dial. See, it's filling up. When it does its thing, we're going to be able to put the stone on there, the living rock, and get our rune. So check this out, though. This is so awesome to watch this happen when it gets full. Wow, look at that. It is ready. Saw that lightning come out of there? That's so rad. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. It's still going. Yeah, it's telling you it's ready. It's sparking, and look at that. Man, this really does. It's pretty interactive. I feel like this is very wizardy. This is very immersive. Okay, let's grab a piece of this. There we go. And then I think we click on it with Wand of the Forest. Yes, I like it. I like it. Look at that. And we pull down our 2 runes right there. Very cool. So I'm going to do that with a couple other items now. A couple other runes. We're going to make them. And yeah, we'll just kind of click through it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Man, that lighting is so cool. All right, that's good stuff. I like this magic thing. I get into it, you know, I work in the vanilla world, and then I want to do only vanilla, and then I come over here, and then I want to stick to this world for a while. So it is pretty tricky doing multiple series, but I enjoy it though. They're different enough that it's pretty cool. Once we have these 9, I think now we can make. I really want to get into the enchanting because, well, we have a way to get up a bunch of levels with our 12 spawner skeleton spawner farm, which is pretty epic, and we also have a way. I made some pylons already, mana pylons. I'll show you those. They're pretty cool looking. Check them out. You know how you get to put bookcases around your enchanting table? Well, you just put, let's say you had your enchanting table here. You put 2 of these, and that's all. That makes up. You can have 2 of those instead of all 16 bookcases that you need to get the enchanting up to level 30. So, and don't they look cool? I think these are so rad, man. I think they look really, I mean, yeah, they don't look like straight Minecraft stuff by any means, but they certainly look magical. They look like something that the Eldar would have in Warhammer. That's basically what that sort of color and shape and stuff looks like to me. The Warhammer 40k Eldar. There we go. So now we got a pretty good rune selection here. So let me see what else we need to make this Runic Alter thingy. Not Runic Alter, there are other things. Enchanting with mana, good lord, there it is right there. By utilizing the magical power emitted from mana pylons, a structure that can enchant items with books without consuming them can be created, called the Mana Enchanter. Now this thing is pretty large. Check it out. It's so big that we can visualize where to put it, but it's huge. We're going to build, so we have this pathway here. I'm not going to build it today, but I want to decorate this pathway in the same fashion as that one up there. So it's like an elvish wooden pathway, etc. And it descends pretty steep though. That was the one thing. Like I can't sort of make it. Maybe I will. You know what? I don't like all this stairs like this. It's going to be too steep. We won't be able to do cool stuff with slabs and make it a more gradual build. So maybe when I come down here, I don't know. It's just, anyway, it's kind of tricky because of the location. So, because the dungeon is right, it's actually, we could drop right down in there, right down over there. But the path to take a pathway all the way down, like walkwise, to get back up, we got to go this way. And anyway, here's where our the skeleton farm is. Now, I did do one thing, which is I installed as much lighting as possible. It still doesn't stop spawning, as you can see. That's because there's air blocks in here. These spawners are too low down that I can't even, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could make like a double or triple, like a triple piston extender that could bring a lamp all the way down from the ceiling. That's actually kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, and then that's the only way I could completely stop spawning. But anyway, you know, we want to pick up some levels, so we just power everything off here. Everything drops into darkness, and now we'll get just tons and tons of mobs dropping in here in just a second. So my idea for this over here, I open it up just a little bit more, so we can do. I still got to go make a couple of these pylons. But I want to bring this floor down a ways. I want to take the ceiling out more for when we actually decorate this area. This is going to look like, my idea for this is this staircase that's going to go up. I think we might actually use a teleportation. We have that flue powder, Fluecraft mod that I haven't used yet. The Fluecraft chimneys or whatever, the way they work, they do require a finite resource. They require ender pearls mixed with gunpowder, I think, to make flue powder. So you have X number of uses per teleportation, and then you have to refill it, which is totally fine. It's cool. It makes it not so godlike, I guess. Going with our elf design motif, you know, as if the elves were here, I definitely want it to look like nature kind of came down into this human dungeon. Maybe human's the wrong word. Into the Steve dungeon and sort of took over the way the elves. I kind of have this weird vision of like an elf might walk through this isn't really how it would be, but I just sort of has this is my idea of thematically what elves mean is like an elf would walk through here and nature would just sort of spawn and bleed out from his footsteps, you know, and just spread across the room, and flowers would grow up everywhere and trees and stuff, you know, kind of like it's probably a scene inspired by that. There's a scene in that anime Princess Mononoke where the big deer stag god, nature god or whatever, walks out in that island and nature sort of spreads out. So that's kind of what my idea is, that, you know, maybe this should all be grass down here. All of the ceiling needs to get removed and look much more natural, like a natural cavern formed in here. And I definitely want like this large tree or several trees to grow up in here, so it's like this underground grotto. And but I just don't have the resources to do any of that right now. And of course I want to get the mechanics down, because the more I learn about the mechanics, I don't know how you guys learn, but some of you are probably more design intensive and some of you are more maybe mechanical intensive. I mean, everybody's different. I love the design aesthetics, but I always like to see the function work, and then I can build aesthetically around the function. And that's kind of how my brain works, I guess. Whatever. I do like to decorate things or just design things for design purposes alone. So we got a cross in the middle, and then 3 on the edges. And of course I would like these to be grass blocks in here, but I don't have the grass blocks. And that goes there. And then this goes here. And then I got to look at this again. So there. And let's keep our torches going. I don't know if we can put anything inside of this structure. So there we go, like that. And then we can come over here and that is still there. How do we get rid of that? I don't know how to get rid of that. Super annoying here, not knowing the way. Okay, so get rid of this. Oh, gosh. I have to literally go back in here and then click unvisualize. All right, man, whatever. Okay, there we go. And I think this is it here. And then we have flowers there. I chose purple ones for design purposes. And we have these guys go on top, right? Yep. Look at this. We're going to have 6 of these things in here. Okay, and then we click with the wand of the forest, right? Wow. Look at that thing. That is pretty cool. Okay, then we need to give it some mana. So let's do, we got to feed it with some mana from nearby. All right, so here we go. So we've got this sort of set up. Man, this looks really colorful and pretty awful in this stone space. Really need some cool decorations and stuff and just good decor and design. But functionally, let's see, it's happening, right? We're filling up this mana pool. So this enchanter needs to grab, man, it's so cool. It's like something from Tron or Alfheim. Maybe there's Tron and Alfheim. I don't know. Tron elves. I don't know, but it's still pretty rad. I really like that. It's very cool. Okay, so now we're going to involve one more thing that we have not used before, which is the spark. Now, the spark, I guess, is a way to wirelessly get mana into an object that uses mana. So if we put a spark over this, wow, that's cool. Now we're cooking with magic for sure. We want to put an item in here, and we want some books. So I think I want to enchant this axe with Silk Touch and Mending and Efficiency 5, and I'm breaking 3. But I think that it's, well, I don't know what it's going to let us use again. Let's do this. So if we, there we go. We right click it, and there goes the item. It's floating there. It's gonna get, and then in the circle around it, it says drop the books. So let's do that one and that one. That didn't do anything. Okay, where do I put it? It says in the circle around it. Do I drop them here? No, do I drop them right on top? No. Okay, so I just didn't click it. So we drop that book there, and let's drop this book here, and then let's right click. Ooh. Ooh, it's happening. That's cool. Look at that. That is pretty neat. I really like the visuals. Look, oh, look at all the particles going in there. So it's drawing energy from these flowers, which create mana, but it's going to also, I think, use energy from the spark over here. Oh, it doesn't have the books. It's not reading the books yet. Why? Crashing. All right, so the game has crashed on me 6 times today. So it still says plus and the axe, I guess. It's not reading the books. I don't know why it's not reading the books. Okay, I shift right clicked it and it's totally crashed on me, guys. I guess I gotta force quit it one more time. Okay, so even when I break this, it seems like it's gonna lock up again. So let's, because I can't get the axe out of here. Like there's no way for me to, I can't get it out of the enchanter. And if I break this, everything's gonna lock up, guaranteed. Here we go. Like, why are my frames dropping to like 10 frames a second? Let me see if I can just get out of this, and I'll be back in a second and let you guys know what I come up with. I don't have a world backup of this either. That's not super recent. It's not terrible, but it's probably from last week or something. I don't know. Obviously I can't do anything here, so let me crash quit this, and we'll see what I can see if I can just get it to. I just got to get it out of the world, basically, if it's just going to keep locking the game up like that. All right, hold your horses. Everybody hold their horses. I did a bit more research. Not research. I did a little bit more testing. I created a new world and built a Mana Enchanter as creative world. Built a Mana Enchanter, and it did the exact same thing whenever I messed with one of the blocks that was part of it while the enchanter was running. It takes a long time for this Mana Enchanter to fill up with mana in order to do the enchanting. Unless you have a whole, I guess if you have a mana pool that's full, I guess it would go pretty quick. But I think it uses a lot of mana. So I know this because I tested it out, and it took an hour basically of AFKing to fill the enchanter with enough mana to enchant the axe, which it finally did. The bug or the issue only happens if I mess with one of the blocks while the Mana Enchanter is trying to enchant an item. I did go to GitHub and followed the issues link from CurseForge, Botania's CurseForge page, to fill out a bug report. I don't think the thing should break your world if you break the block when it's enchanting. Obviously, it should just stop enchanting and give you the blocks back. But I think that's a bug, so hopefully Vasky checks it out. And it does read the books. The way that you know that it reads the books is that when you throw the books onto the Mana Enchanter and that light design appears on the floor, that's when you know it's already read the books and you can pick them up. So anyway, happy days, crisis averted. We don't have to start back, I don't have to lose the progress on this world, and we can use the Mana Enchanter. I just can't mess with it once it's started. Anyways, that will definitely wrap up this episode of Awesome Noobness. I hope you guys have a great couple of days, and I will see you soon in the next episode. Take care. Stay zen. Play some Minecraft. Have a good one, guys. See ya.